Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're unpacking Google's documentation to bring you a super practical, efficiency-focused guide. We're talking about eliminating the ultimate IT killer, context switching. Seriously, we're going to look at how leveraging Gemini right inside Google Chrome is absolutely going to be your new best friend for support productivity. Let's get into it. Because let's be real, if you work in IT support, your browser probably looks like an absolute disaster zone by, 10 a.m.? You know, the exact feeling. You're desperately trying to cross-reference Confluence pages, massive incident reports, customer Slack channels, and you're losing precious time and honestly, maybe a little bit of your sanity just bouncing back and forth between this endless sea of tabs while your coffee gets ice cold. So I want you to consider the number 10. Why? Because 10 is the maximum number of open tabs the new Gemini side panel in Chrome can read and synthesize simultaneously. Yep, 10. Instead of making your brain do all that heavy lifting, trying to remember what was on tab 1 while you're staring at tab 5, Gemini essentially creates this unified contextual workspace right alongside your active page. It literally connects the dots for you. The solution? The Gemini side panel. Now, the real beauty of this tool is that it's a persistent, scrollable interface sitting cleanly right next to your work, instead of some annoying pop-up that completely blocks your view. And launching it, totally frictionless. You literally just click the little Gemini star icon up in your Chrome toolbar, or even faster, just type the @ symbol right in your address bar and boom, it instantly summons your AI companion. You're immediately multitasking without ever switching away from your primary view. And this really illustrates the true reach of the tool here. It doesn't just read the single page you're currently on. It synthesizes data across multiple sources, letting you compare up to 10 multi-selected tabs all at once. Plus, through connected extensions, it actually reaches into your workspace apps. We're talking Drive, Docs, Gmail. It basically becomes your own centralized intelligence hub. Drill 1. Instant documentation summaries. Okay, picture this. You're staring down a dense, incredibly long, multi-page Confluence document. Before, you're facing this overwhelming, endless scrolling wall of technical text, right? Just manually hunting for that one tiny specific detail. But now, after Gemini, you get a clean, precise, totally actionable summary generated right beside your active window in about 30 seconds. It's a total game changer. So how do you actually get that summary? Well, you just type a highly specific prompt directly into the side panel. For example, instruct Gemini to summarize the details for the bug ID and ask specifically for user-reported steps, error messages, and environment info. By doing that, you instantly extract the exact troubleshooting steps you need. You totally skip the manual scan and get straight to the resolution. Drill 2. Drafting technical replies. Let's set the scene for this next one. Imagine you need to draft an email to a super frustrated user, but the policy context you need to cite is buried deep in some separate Drive document and you really don't want to go digging for it. Well, by using the @ symbol in your prompt, you can seamlessly pull specific guidelines directly from Workspace. So typing @customer FAQ tells Gemini to go read that Drive document in the background and then apply those rules to the email you're currently looking at. Seriously, 0 tab switching required. And the result? Gemini outputs a complete, perfectly professional reply right there in the side panel. It tosses in a professional greeting, confirms the exact context of the user's issue, and then provides clear resolution steps based precisely on your company's policy. From there, you can refine it, elaborate on it, or just drop it directly into your email thread. It just completely saves you the mental load of having to write a tricky, delicate email from scratch. Drill 3, the 5-minute incident drill. All right, time to accelerate the pace for a really high-stakes scenario. You're a support engineer, and you've just been handed a massive 400-line incident report. And your team's stand-up is in exactly 5 minutes. The pressure is absolutely on. And manually reading through all those logs while trying to cross-reference a public CVE vulnerability report across a bunch of separate tabs? Yeah, that's just impossible. You need to understand the core problem instantly. So here is exactly how you execute this under pressure. Step 1, you open your active tab to that dense public CVE documentation. Step 2, open your Gemini side panel right next to it. And step 3, prompt Gemini to basically step in as your rapid incident commander. And you want to use a highly specific instruction here to cut through all the noise. Something like summarize the nature of the reported vulnerability in the CVE, outlining type, blast radius, and affected versions. You are telling the AI to synthesize the exact technical parameters you need for your stand-up update. You're not asking for some generic overview. You are specifically requesting the vulnerability type, the blast radius, and the affected versions. And just like that, boom, you have your output. Almost instantly, you get this calm, structured, highly accurate 5-point summary that is completely ready to present to your team. You've got the vulnerability type, the blast radius, the affected versions, the root cause, and the proposed fix. You've literally just eliminated all that panic of the ticking clock, and you are totally ready for your stand-up. So I'll leave you with this final thought. True productivity for IT professionals isn't about working harder or opening more windows or just typing faster. It's really about recognizing exactly when using Gemini and Chrome to synthesize information is fundamentally faster than switching to another tab. Thanks for joining me on this explainer today. Now that you don't have to spend your entire morning drowning in a sea of tabs, what are you going to build with all the hours you get back?